If an opportunity does not knock, you have to build a door.
If you don't build your dreams, someone else will hire you to build theirs.
This generation can do much better than our generation because they are so creative. I would like to see a generation that is going to be self-sufficient, a generation that can go out there and create their whatever they want.
Eskom Simama Ranta takes schools through moments. The first moment consists of the school's ongoing work, which speaks to the 11 principles. This work represents the most important impact of Eskom Simama Ranta. In order to create a culture of entrepreneurship, the Eskom Simama Ranta Awards program speaks to South Africa's #1 challenge, which is youth unemployment. The second moment of Eskom Simama Ranta competition is when the schools hear about the awards program and start to prepare their entry. The school compile a portfolio of evidence that is responsive to the 11 principles. The third moment is when the 9 provincial panels work through the entries received. These provincial panels select the provincial winner, first runner, and second runner. The fourth moment of Eskom Simama is when the national panel work through the 9 provincial winning schools in order to select the national winning school. The fifth moment of Eskom Simama Ranta is when the 28 schools travel to Johannesburg for Eskom Simama Ranta Competition Awards event. The sixth moment of Eskom Simama Ranta follows the awards event closely, when the winning schools prepare their exhibits, followed by a 3-day Eskom Simama Ranta Expo. This happens while everybody participates within the Eskom Simama Ranta workshops presented at the Expo. The aim of the Expo is to promote the delivery of effective in-school entrepreneurship education. The seventh moment of Eskom Simama Ranta is the awards function for all the 28, being held within each of their respective provinces. The aim is to recognize the achievement of the 28 schools, while it positions the school to be recognized as models of good practice in the delivery of in-school entrepreneurship education. The 8th moment of Eskom Simama Ranta is being triggered by the 7th moment. Each of the winning schools submit a budget on how the school aims to utilize the awards money that the school won in order to advance the entrepreneurial activities of the learners of that particular school. This budget is submitted by each winning school to Ewet, so they can engage with each school in order for Ewet to finally approve their budget. Ceremonial checks are handed over at the provincial awards function. Ewet releases these awards money once the budgets are received from the winning schools and secured by Ewet's approval. The winning schools must then spend the award money in accordance with their approved budget. Any current winning school who intends to enter for the next year's Eskom Simama Ranta competition must have full expenditure of the awards money before the end of March of the next year, with evidence, financial statements together with supporting documentation submitted and approved by Ewet. The 9th moment represents the execution of the projects. by the schools through the utilization of the awards money. Then the competition cycle starts again.
In 2010, we started with the Eskom Simama Ranta, which is a national schools competition that assesses schools in terms of 11 principles. So the strategy was to get the learners to have a basic experience of what entrepreneurship is, and then to escalate them that they into a second stage where they balance the theoretical component with practical application, and then in the third stage to run a fully-fledged business.
I understand that our country has a problem of employment. So if our learners are engaged in entrepreneurial education, they will promote self-employment.
Entrepreneurship education is very important because right from an early age, they are exposed to the fact that they have it within them to start something and start something big, irrespective of where they come from.
An entrepreneur is a holistic person. Everything is holistic about it. We're always looking to make sure that we get better and better and better, and that the learners actually develop the right kind of skills and knowledge. The attitude is there, the passion is there. But it's the knowledge and the skills that will take it forward, because ultimately we're aiming for the bigger picture, which is looking at the unemployment rates, which is astronomical in South Africa and the world over.
Effective entrepreneurship education is based upon clear understanding and communication of what the word entrepreneurship means for the school, as it is applied to all related initiatives of the school. Such an understanding is comprehensive to include thinking, feeling, and behavior.
Entrepreneurship education is a way of life. It is basically, you can treat it as a subject area in school, but it's really a way of life.
We have 11 principles that we preach in terms of this entrepreneurship. As long as you are able to talk to those 11 principles, then you're qualified to participate here.
Now, this Ewet program has really come to our rescue. So this program has really empowered especially our learners.
Entrepreneurship education is about teaching young people or whoever is involved in an initiative of entrepreneurship education to be one, creative, to be innovative. It also says you need to be willing to live with uncertainty.
If this entrepreneurship is introduced in our schools, it will take our learners to the next level.
This kind of clothes are wasted. So we came up with an idea, hey, why not do something of it? So one of our members bended it, knitted it, and actually made a bow tie that came out like this, which was amazing.
They submit a portfolio of evidence that indicates how the school responds to the 11 principles. The competition is completely open, because in the end we want to have a culture of entrepreneurship among school learners.
Effective entrepreneurship education utilizes good content, syllabi materials within the classroom across various subjects as it relates to the curriculum assessment policy statement of Department of Basic Education.
We've got entrepreneurship in the curriculum where entrepreneurship is an outcome of every technical subject. Whether you're an electrician or whether you're going to become a welder, when you're going to have your own business, you have to be able to manage that business. So the entrepreneurial skills are important.
Learners are creative. They just need to be given the opportunity. What I want to see this program doing in the schools is to give children skills.
have embraced this project, it does not only bring the best for the school, but it brings out the best in the learners themselves. They can be empowered in using the skills that they gain out of entrepreneur education.
Effective entrepreneurship education is dependent on the educator's ability to follow innovative teaching approaches that align itself to facilitation rather than instruction.
It speaks to improving the school environment. I mean, we've been in various situations where learners out of their entrepreneurs' day activities have actually also improved the school environment, whether it's the classroom or whether it's in the playground. We've got to be constantly looking at how do we do the same thing differently. And I think that goes without saying when you look at the definition of an entrepreneur. If you have a motivated learner, half your battle is won because that learner will achieve regardless.
Effective entrepreneurship education ensures continuous educator development within the field of entrepreneurship education, and it provides incentives for those educators who are in pursuit of such excellence.
In terms of advice to learners to the schools is that if, for example, they've got a sports event, the sports event is maybe on a Saturday, it's an extramural, but the Yes Club come in terms of entrepreneurship by selling hot dogs, so they make it a big, they have cheesy number, they fry, they sell things, they get the community, so it becomes a big thing. And there are many examples within the school setup whereby they don't have to go and create their own activities. They can fit into the framework of the school, but they just need to see the entrepreneurship come through.
Effective entrepreneurship education links in-school curriculum work with extramural activities where learners are able to apply and practice the theory through practical activities.
I'd like to welcome Rondebelt High School Secondary School from Gauteng. Welcome to your Yes Simama Ranta competition interview session.
As you can see from the screen, there is a 2016 executive committee, which includes grade 8s who are adventurers, grade 9s who are pioneers, grade 10 executive members and members who are champions, as well as grade 11 who are entrepreneurs.
In class, when we do accounting, the most fascinating topic that we ever learn about is manufacturing. So our subject teacher tries by all means to make that topic known to us. She brings little bits, and we must know how to manufacture overheads with raw material cost, work in progress, and how can we calculate each unit, how can we calculate electricity from each unit. That's how she really makes it real for us.
My dream about this program is to see it in every school in this country, because it will help every learner to understand subjects much more easier, to always think about what to produce rather than finishing track and then going back for a job to someone else and working for someone else.
Being an entrepreneur doesn't mean only making profit, but it also means giving back to the community and creating jobs in the country and to develop our country So I think that working as a collaboration also helps us because they are able to spread the word of advertisement to the surroundings, and people can get into business contact with us.
Effective entrepreneurship education involves parents, community members, business people, and other relevant stakeholders as partners in the development of the learners in pursuit of their creation of a culture of entrepreneurship.
Our school provides the excellent and quality education of entrepreneur education. In order to fight job scarcity and alleviate poverty that is among South Africa, our school transfers skill and empowering learners to be entrepreneurs of tomorrow.
Being an entrepreneur, you don't need to have a degree. You just need determination and to just have entrepreneurial qualities, which are having to be a risk taker and willpower, and having willpower to overcome obstacles, and having good management and leadership skills.
In our school, we have programs like Dream Girls and Wayfarers, who are mainly to inspire other learners of entrepreneurship and self-sustainment.
Our school has vision and aims, and the school vision is to be disciplined, democratic, and have a professionally run institution that will provide quality education for learners. Our aims are to promote culture of teaching and learning, to maintain discipline in the school, to have sound financial management, to ensure participation of all stakeholders, and to enrich respect for human rights.
Effective entrepreneurship education has clearly defined aims and objectives that it intends to achieve in a particular school. It measures itself regularly against these aims and objectives to evaluate progress made and to devise strategy.
We're using recycled materials such as bottles and bottle caps because I'm just lying around and creating pollution around our stores.
And we used paint with cement and glue. That's what we use, and we recycle the glasses from the people, the neighbors.
Oh.